Is the thrill of Formula 1 just about the drivers, or can a team's innovative upgrades steal the show? How exciting was McLaren's new game changer? Let's find out. McLaren's new improvements significantly rocked the 10th race of the 2023 Formula 1 season at Silverstone. Now, half the teams, including McLaren as the latest, boast cars that can make it to the top 3. The upgrades, specifically to McLaren's MCL60, allowed drivers Lando Norris and Oscar Piastri to show real grit. Norris equaled his best ever 2nd place, while Piastri achieved an all-time best 4th place. The enhanced performance reflects the potential of McLaren's revamped car. The recent makeover to Lando Norris's car brought outstanding results this past weekend at the Red Bull Ring. A revamped floor, redesigned side pod and engine covers, an enhanced halo and improved mirrors notably boosted the car's speed for both single lap and throughout the race. Norris's impressive performance was evidenced from Friday's qualifying, where he secured the 4th position in the Austrian Grand Prix and 3rd for the sprint race. Ultimately, he finished 4th in the Grand Prix, upgraded from 5th after penalties hit 8 drivers. The 23-year-old was pleasantly surprised by the impact of the car enhancements. He confessed, "It was surprisingly better than I expected. A good surprise definitely helped us achieve the result today. The upgrade has definitely helped us take a big step forward, so I'm very happy. A good amount of points and a good reward for the team." Norris's exceptional performance indicates the success of McLaren's pivotal upgrade. Following the race, Lando Norris chatted with Sky Sports, expressing his delight over McLaren's notable performance. The team demonstrated a convincing pace, which Norris managed to maintain throughout the race while skillfully avoiding accidents triggered by less cautious drivers. The majority of the race was strong on our part. Dodging damage while dealing with some reckless folks isn't an easy job, but we did well, Norris pointed out. The driver also recalled his successful bypasses of Yuki Tsunoda and Nico Hülkenberg, signifying a race where everything fell into place. The revamped MCL60, Norris demonstrated, could hold its own against the big names like Mercedes, Aston Martin and Ferrari. The event was indeed a revelation, seeing Norris cross the finish ahead of both Mercedes racers Fernando Alonso and Carlos Sainz Jr. Norris's performance shows how much the McLaren upgrades have paid off. McLaren's striking advancements resulted from a reshaped technical team formed after James Key's departure. Their strategy to rely on a crew of experts rather than a single director has proven fruitful. Moreover, McLaren's newly operational wind tunnel is a key factor in the car's progress and will continue to have a significant impact. Initiated just a few weeks ago, the wind tunnel is central to the team's long-term triumph. The right minds crafting the car have already made a substantial difference, boosting McLaren from one of the slowest on the grid to the 2nd fastest at Silverstone. Norris insists that the periodic sluggishness of McLaren can be traced back to their shortcomings of the drag reduction system. "We grapple with DRS. When we trigger the DRS, it doesn't yield the speed surge we anticipate, like most other teams who benefit more," he clarified. Norris also attributed a crash during the 2nd restart to a slow outlap. During restarts, the outlap is notably slow, making it tricky to warm up the tyres to the right temperature. The risk of locking up the front wheels increases with cold tyres entering turn 1. When you're in the heat of the race, trying to brake later than others, it's inevitable that mistakes will occur, Norris expounded. The astonishing transformation of McLaren and the resulting impressive performances of their drivers highlight the tremendous success of the upgrades and the competent technical team behind them. Despite facing some obstacles, Lando Norris maintains a generally upbeat look on McLaren's showing. He particularly underlines the team's growth and accomplished overtaking skills exhibited during the race. Committed to refining areas that need work, the team is determined to achieve greater success in future races, with Silverstone on the horizon in the F1 calendar. Moreover, possessing young and promising drivers is an essential element for sustained dominance in the sport. McLaren enjoys this privilege uniquely, with Norris aged 23 and Piastri just 22. This youthful energy and potential promises great things for the team's future. Interestingly, the recent enhancements to McLaren's car are reportedly only half of the upcoming B-Spec upgrade. Given the significant improvements we've seen from just the first part of this upgrade package, the potential for the car's performance is indeed high. It wouldn't be a stretch to predict that McLaren could achieve even more than just podium finishes in the future. The result follows a successful implementation and validation of modifications to the MLC60 by Norris at the Austrian Grand Prix. In Austria, only Norris had the opportunity to test drive the McLaren's newly enhanced MLC60. The results were astounding, hinting at an exciting prospect for Piastri and further cementing McLaren's competitive edge on the F1 grid. The future of McLaren, bolstered by these updates, looks quite promising. The commencement of the 2023 F1 season has been a rocky start for McLaren's newcomer Oscar Piastri. He had hoped for a more promising beginning than what he experienced with an early exit and a 15th place finish in the first 2 races. Yet the Australian Grand Prix turned out to be a turning point for Piastri. This home race saw him seize a points finish spot by capitalizing on others' errors and skillfully maneuvering through the frenzied grid to secure an 8th place finish. The young F1 rookie harbored high hopes to score more points in these current races. McLaren planned to introduce its initial series of upgrades during the upcoming races, which, as Piastri anticipated, propelled them closer to the grid's forefront. Before the race, Piastri was vocal on the new changes in the vehicle. Undoubtedly, the upgrades will inch us closer to the front, but let's remember, our competitors will also have their own improvements, Piastri cautioned. What we're bringing to Baku is just one step in a larger plan for the rest of the season. It'll certainly help, I hope, to set us on the right trajectory. We're conscious that our rivals will likely have new additions, so we'll see how much of a competitive edge we can gain, he admitted. Andrea Stella, McLaren's team principal, has confirmed the upgrade for their rookie Oscar Piastri, sharing, "We left Austria with a solid 12-point haul for the team, which is very satisfying. It was rewarding to see the successful changes made to Lando's car, and we plan to introduce the same improvements to Oscar's car at Silverstone this weekend." Despite this positive news, Stella remains level-headed and concentrated, keeping expectations realistic in light of the positive developments in Austria and Silverstone. "We're keeping our feet firmly on the ground, acknowledging that continuous progress and enhancement, no matter how minor, are key," Stella emphasized. He further adds, "Silverstone presented a totally new challenge compared to Austria, but we're naturally happy about securing another good result at a circuit that has brought immense excitement to both F1 fans and those involved in the sport." With 2 skilled drivers like Norris and Piastri, securing their talents beyond their current contracts is crucial for McLaren's ongoing success. Rumours of Norris's departure have been circulating after a challenging start to the season, making the ongoing enhancements to the MCL60 and the 2024 version all the more essential. These advancements could be key in persuading the British driver to extend his contract beyond 2025. The impressive comeback by the Woking-based team is currently based on just a handful of races. Their future performance and consistency will be the real test of whether they can rank among the top teams and potentially compete for world championships in the coming years. As we wrap up this thrilling update, it leaves us with one key question. Can these McLaren upgrades create a convincing case for Norris and Piastri to stick with the team beyond 2025? Will they set the stage for more championship runs? Drop your predictions in the comments section below.